So we're going to have our line a little shorter.
Yep.
Like that. Go ahead and get ready to send him out.
And walk.
Yep. Up and down. Again, you were focusing on the shoulder there. I would have focused on the nose.
Okay.
Okay, now let's go for our trot.
Trot.
Good. Stand upright with your body. And now get some twirl going in that stick. Great. Now do not let him have any more rope. That is the length of the rope or the rein. Good. So when you correct him, try not to bend over. Try to get your stick going higher. There. The reason we don't bend over is because we're talking to the horse like we are when we're on them, so we need to be tall. That's better. Now you slow him down when you feel like he would keep trotting. Nice. Walk a circle, get the nose out, and say, no, I need a faster walk. Who knew you were going to have to work to get a faster walk out of this horse? Okay, now when you're ready, you're going to start a trot. When he's trotting, you'll use the word and then the thing. If he breaks, you're just going to remind him until you don't want to trot anymore.
Trot.
Follow through. Stand up tall. Good. Now if he breaks, ask again. Or if he gets sluggish, say, no, we're going to do a big trot now. Good. Good. Big trot now. Good. Push him on up into a faster trot. There. Reward. Nose in. Good. And you kind of slow your feet just a little and get him to work around you. Trot. We were trotting. So when they break great, I often say, nope, sorry, we were trotting. If you need, good. We were trotting. Good. That's right. And then you decide when you're not trotting. And you can even use a whoa or a walk. Nope, no hind quarter, because you didn't ask for the hind quarter.
No, I did.
Okay, it looked like you used a wiggle.
I didn't. I used a wiggle and then I turned and did a hind.
Okay, that's fine.
So he didn't.
Then send him back out and just be clear.
Yep. Okay.
So see how that popper's swinging around in your left hand? Go ahead and just fold that rope half in two instead of having so many folds in it. There. That way you don't pop yourself with a popper. All right. So, going to be a little more clear about move that nose. Up and down, higher, higher. You came in a little quick on that one.
Okay.
Could have, you know.
Yeah, see, I get confused because you're saying to go for his nose, and I'm like, well, that...
Yeah, and we'll start out to the side, but when I say go to the nose, that's where your focus would be. In the previous one, your focus was on the shoulder. Okay, so when you're ready,
Trot.
follow through. Good. So with this horse, because he knows trot, follow through. Yep, no more reminding, just telling. Tell him we're trotting. There doesn't need to be any attitude. He'll provide that for us. We were trotting. And now you can start to say we were trotting fast or we were trotting slow. Good. He said, well, maybe I could pretend it was a hind quarter. And you're like, no. Okay, now do a hind quarter. Make sure his life is up. There. Great, Freddy.
Good boy.
Okay. Let's do one more send, but we're only going to send him out for a half a circle.
Okay.
So the send is where your focus is on pushing the nose, but your stick starts at 3 o'clock and sweeps in to noon.
Walk.
Good. And it's not even a walk at this point. It's a front quarter yield. So now hind quarter. Great. And now let's do another one. So open the door. Good. Yep. Push that nose. Swing that stick to 12 o'clock. Okay. Good. Hind quarter, and let's do another one.
Now I'm getting confused.
Okay. Good. Then back him up.
I'm getting confused because I felt like, well, I'm supposed to be out here, but now you want me in here, and I'm not. I know it's progressive, but he started moving, so I'm looking at his nose.
Okay. So let's talk. Yep. Now let's talk through that. So when you looked at his nose and you stepped and you moved the stick, did he give you any responsiveness?
Just that second there, no.
None at all. So if I get no responsiveness and my stick is out at 3 o'clock in an asking position, I'm going to bring it to 1 o'clock in a telling position. Yeah.
And then finally
Yes.
here. Okay.
But I'm going to use the stick more up and down so it goes at least as high as his ear and as low as his muzzle.
Oh, okay.
So you can even make it like a karate chop out there or a windshield wiper, and with that rhythm, bring it in. So start that rhythm at 3 o'clock and then bring it in. Rhythm, 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 there. Perfect. So again, this part is not a walk off. This part is a yield your front quarter, right?
Okay, I'm not sure I understand the yield the front quarter thing.
Okay, so hind quarter again. Good.
So the yield the front quarter, so his front feet move out before his hind.
Correct.
So he needs to be a little more in.
Yes. So this is the other, maybe this will help. When I'm thinking about sending him out on a circle, I want the circle to be out where his hind feet are. So he needs to do a turn on the haunches.
Okay, got it.
So really, to begin our circle and our driving exercise, we're saying, hey, back up and turn on the haunches, then walk.
Okay.
Good. Turn, now move that nose. That's it. And instead of for a turn on the haunches, I don't focus on the shoulder. I focus on the nose.
And roar.
That's it. Good.
Big roar.
Now that you're working with a horse that has a lot more understanding under saddle, you can be a lot more precise.
Right. Yeah, that is not right.
Correct. That was a correction. Now ask for a trot.
Trot.
Now follow through quickly and more firmly because he knows this. Great. Now slow him down and good. Good. Now slow him down and do it again. Nose out. Good. Now when you're ready, half circle at the walk and then your trot. Chest up, tall, ask, and trot. Follow through. You're getting nothing. Great. So because you had to do that so firmly, slow him down and repeat it. Great. Now repeat it.
Trot.
Yes. Do you feel the difference between that one and the last one?
Oh, very much.
And you got that because you were consistently saying, good, keep trotting, I didn't say break. Good. Now slow him down to a walk. Good. To nose out. Good. Very good. So that's a great question. When I'm just starting to warm up, you know, do I go stay on one side and go walk, trot, canter, or do I switch sides? It depends on the horse. First I want my horse warmed up at least 10 minutes of walking or walking and trotting before I ask for the canter. Additionally, I want them bending. So that's just like, you know, are they cold? Making sure physically they're ready for the canter. The second part is I look to see is my connectivity on one side. Both of your sides have had great connectivity. He hasn't been trying to leave you. So I would feel very comfortable switching sides right away with him because he's not blocking. Remember how I used to change eyes a lot?
Yeah.
So if your horse is changing eyes, then I stay on one side for maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I would go to the other. But once they've progressed beyond that and they aren't trying to change eyes, like what's so beautiful right here is he still has his left eye on you. He didn't put you in his right eye.
Right.
And we spent a long time talking about which.
A lot of.
Yeah. But now he's like, okay, you're talking to this eye. Oh, and then you're talking to that eye. So if they maintain which eye we're talking to, then I can switch sides anytime I want. But if I feel like they're trying to switch eyes or get a step ahead of me, then I don't.
Right.
So in his case today, I'd kind of walk trot one way, walk trot the other, and then I'd go walk trot canter, walk trot canter.
So the answer is a little more complicated than I'd like the question.
The answer to every question anyone asks me is, it depends.
It depends.
So it depends on, number one, what's the horse in front of me doing today?
Right.
So when we started with Dublin, he was doing things different than Mulloy. When we started with Mulloy 2 months ago, he was doing things very different than he is today.
Yeah.
So we have to analyze the horse in front of us to gather the information to make the correct decision. That helps.
Cool. Yeah. Here's my husband, whenever a question's asked, he goes, well, it's complicated.
It's complicated. It's really, in horses, it's not complicated. It's simple, but it's not easy.
But it depends.
It
That's
depends.
better. It's not complicated.
Yeah,
It just
depends.
on what's happening that day and what
Yeah.
you've got in front of you.
Yeah.
Well, it's true when you're training any
Exactly.
animal
Yeah, you have to read what you have. And so that's been the encouragement with both of your horses. What do you have today? Why? So yesterday when you rode and you put your leg on Mulloy for the trot and he zipped up into a very zippy trot, we were able to determine, now why did he do that? Well, I've been riding him with a softer leg, and when you got on with the leg it used to take to get him to go, that was like shouting.
Yeah.
So very quickly you were able to tone down your leg, and he was being very soft. So, you know, the answer to the question of is, you know, well, why? Well, it depends. You know, how was he ridden yesterday?
Yeah.
How responsive is he today?
Yeah.
The more responsive they are, the softer the first cue I put in.
Maybe as much as right now there's a little breeze, but it's really hot, and they're just not going to be very.
Exactly.
They're going to be tired.
They've been working 14 days with 1 day off.
Yeah. All right, Miss.
So
I need him. So I'm going on this side, so I'm going to aim at this side of the nose.
yeah, and I wouldn't even move my feet much. I would just use my stick out there and see if I could just push higher up by his ear. Good. See how you can just direct that nose right out? That was wonderful. And then redirect it again and say nose goes out. Terrific.
Should I be longer for a second? Or?
Nope. He's already warmed up.
Yeah.
So by having the shorter line and not letting him lean on you, which you're doing a great job, by pushing the shoulder out. Furthermore, if he pulls, you're just going to bring that right hand of yours to your hip and say, no, don't lean on the rope. Come back in. Yeah, he's not. So if you want the circle smaller, you just bring your elbow to your hip. Good. And he says, is that a hindquarter? And you said no. So keep working there. Raise that stick bigger, bigger. Say, oops, sorry. That door was closed, Mulloy. Great.
And walk on.
Good. Super.
Boy.
Super. Now let's see how little it takes to get him to trot.
Trot.
Nice. Now if he breaks, you just say, nope, sorry, we were trotting. And now you can even get particular and say, we were trotting fast, we were trotting medium, we were trotting slow. Bring your nose in, Mulloy. Good. So this is the kind of work Dublin needs next. Right. Is this little bit closer in, starting to get the bend a little bit. You can bring that hand back to your hip as you drive him forward. Good. Good. Block him, block him, block him, block him. Excellent, Freddy. Excellent block. And then excellent back to the trot.
Back to the work.
Yep. And then you bring him down. Nice. Whoop, but we were walking. He says, I don't want to walk. Great. You're doing a super job there. He had an old habit of doing that with you, and now you're breaking that habit. So you don't even have to canter him today. It's hot out.
I know it's hot, and I know you're tired, and we're going to wait. I'm going to ask you.
Or you can just get right to it.
I can order you when we're in the shade.
Good, either way, nice. One more, you step one more step so he ends up squared up to you, meaning his head. There,
To me.
there.
Good. No, you're not walking in.